how can we be polite yet assertive? How can we communicate our point more effectively, right? Being polite yet assertive. So one of those things that I found while I was working as an engineer, and I worked now that I run my consulting practice, this is one of those things that most of us struggle with. How can we be polite yet assertive? How can we communicate our point more effectively, right? And we're going to go into some more deeper psychological triggers and influence in a little bit, but this is, I'm going to go into 2 templates that you can use to be more polite but assertive at the same time, especially when you have an idea and you don't know how to actually communicate it out because somebody else has another idea, right? And you don't want to go head on against them because that leads into a conflict. So how do you actually be polite and assertive? The first template is understand and invite. Very simple. How this works is you start off with saying, I understand what you mean. So what's your name, sir? Adam. So if Adam and I are working on a project and Adam says we got to pursue path X and I say we got to pursue path Y. So I would start off, and I know that path Y is the better path, right? So I would say, Adam, I understand what you mean. You're suggesting that we go with path X because this is the path you've always pursued in the past and this has worked decently well for you, and you want us to do this first, this first, this first, and this at the end, so that we can deliver the project on time to the client. Is that right? And I would say yes. Now what did I do? I first took the issue of that I don't understand him off the table. At the same time, I was sensitive to his ego, his needs, his opinion. So I respected him. Then I would say, and here is what I invite you to consider. Based on my experience of working on these projects in the past, the project we are working on is different than the projects we've worked on in the past. And therefore, for this, and this reason, we got to pursue path Y because this is going to help us with these results and we're going to be able to do our work faster and better. Now, obviously, the logic has to be there, right? Otherwise, he'll push back again. But what this does is it opens people up to listen to your opinion, right? Otherwise, there are a lot of egos that come in play. There are conflicts. People don't want to let go of their idea because they feel they'll lose out. Have you seen that happen? Right? And this template gets you to bypass that. The second template is lessons learned approach. And this one is even more powerful. Every single time I've used this, this has gotten people on board. Very similar to understand and invite, but this time you're actually providing evidence based on the lessons that I've learned by working on similar projects in the past, by working on 27 different projects with 13 different clients in the past. I've found that when we pursue this path, it delivers 27% higher results. And this is almost foolproof. Obviously, if your idea has logic, right? It's not going to allow you to sell crap. But when your idea has logic, this allows you to be polite and assertive at the same time. So these are the 2 templates. Now let's move forward. Listening. How do you listen effectively? Right? And obviously listening and hearing, these are 2 different things. Hearing is paying attention, and obviously that is something you have to do on your own. There is no rocket science about it. You've got to pay attention, not look at your phone and do other things, right? But listening is how to actually process the information the right way. So the first technique in listening is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is perhaps the most widely understood and practiced technique in listening. What is paraphrasing? Restating the words of the speaker back to them. That's it. So if I'm talking to Adam about a new project that he wants me to work on, I'd ask him all those questions about the project, and then I would say, okay, Adam, so what I'm hearing is you want us to work on this project so that we can improve customer satisfaction scores in this area. Is that right? Okay, good. So what this does is it brings us on the same page, right? You want me to do this, this, and this. Is that right? Yes. It brings us on the same page. Now we're clear. Now we can move forward in the conversation. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. Use body language to convey attention. So nod, take notes, obviously, if that's applicable and if you're not on the phone and things of that nature, right? Silence shows confidence. Many people can't listen very well because they think they got to contribute when they don't have anything to say. So raise your hand if you know someone who talks for the sake of talking. Do you think very highly about that person? Probably not, right? So we don't want to be that person. But sometimes we all get tempted into that trap of being that person, including me, right? All of us. Why do we do that? We think we have to. We see other people talk and we think, I should also add something in here. Yes or no? Right? So it's okay to be silent at times. Be silent when you're unsure of what to say, don't have anything meaningful to say, people are not ready for your words, they're not asking you for your advice, don't offer free advice. Use the TMM technique to actually escape that. So TMM is tell me more. When you don't know what to say, just ask them another question. Can you elaborate on that a little more? And that gives you another few minutes. What did you learn from this video? Comment below and let me know. I read every single comment on my videos. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our future videos. We already have a lot of videos on our channel. Check the playlist on marketing, sales, communication, leadership, influence, persuasion, all of these skills that'll help you transform the game and raise your career to the next level.